I'm Cynthia Aguirre in Dallas with a look at what's making headlines in North Texas. A Dallas ISD police officer is recovering from a gunshot wound after trying to help a man he found walking along LBJ Freeway. According to court documents, Officer Justin Jones picked up Jose Pantoja Morales and was trying to get him someplace safe, but was shot on the way in a Sam's Club parking lot. Richard Solomon just spoke with some of his fellow officers about his bravery and how they are helping him to recover.
They would like y'all on the other side of this SUV, please.
The motto for every police officer is protect and serve.
It's natural. Yeah, it's a calling. You don't question yourself.
And Renee Sanchez says that's exactly what Dallas ISD police officer Justin Jones did selflessly. Right now, Officer Jones is recovering and expected to be okay after he was shot by this man, 27-year-old Jose Pantoja Morales.
It's kind of hard to tell, besides, looking at his injuries, that he was hurt.
Sanchez is a police officer with Dallas PD. He's also the president of the Blue Guardian Foundation, an organization that helps officers who are injured in the line of duty.
The actions he took that put him in that situation, you can just tell that he's a great individual.
According to this affidavit, the suspect was walking in the median along LBJ Freeway. That's when Officer Jones picked him up trying to help. The affidavit says as Jones was driving the suspect to the Sam's and Walmart parking lot, he started to go through Jones' bag. The affidavit says Jones pulled over. Then they went to the ground, and that's when somehow the suspect pulled Jones' gun and shot him. Documents say he was shot in the right leg. The bullet hit an artery.
The officer's leg is the one that basically is the end result of the bullet. But it could have easily been the officer's heart.
Dr. Alex Del Carmen is a criminologist and has trained more than 1,500 police officers. He says officers should always keep their guards up.
Oftentimes, people forget the protocol for their own safety or the safety of that person.
The foundation has created a fundraiser to help Jones during this time, and they're hopeful one day soon he'll be able to serve again.
This is going to be a long road ahead of him, but we're happy to have him.
Now to the troubling graffiti found in Mesquite. WFAA received a tip about messages of hate and white supremacy spray painted along 635. Aaron Heft shows us what's being done to remove it as the city searches for who could be responsible.
In the middle of this large road in Mesquite, hate speech spray painted down the center, promoting white supremacy. Wording and historically hateful symbols sprawling down northbound I-635 East Frontage Road. After an anonymous caller tipped off our newsroom, we arrived in Mesquite, immediately met with 5 racist messages. We called the city, who rushed this truck to the area to verify what we said we were witnessing. Their team sending us a statement in response, reading, quote, "The city of Mesquite is disappointed to learn the hateful messaging spray painted along a state highway in our community. It is unfortunate that anyone would choose to express themselves in this manner. Because this is a Texas Department of Transportation road, the area is under TxDOT's jurisdiction, and we are working with them to address this unacceptable act," end quote.
They're trying to psychologically intimidate people, and they really feel emboldened right now.
That's Jeff Tischhauser, senior research analyst with Southern Poverty Law Center. Their team working in partnership with communities to dismantle white supremacy.
It's just this false sense of superiority. Nonetheless, they use that false sense and do a lot of damage in our communities.
According to 2024 census data, Mesquite's population is black by majority. And according to officials, if those responsible for this incident were found and charged, it could be anything from vandalism to a hate crime. In Mesquite, I'm Aaron Heft.
Dallas City Council is considering a plan to cut hundreds of jobs to make a $5.6 billion budget work. It's causing concerns from first responders who say the budget doesn't address their needs. Here's Brittany Moncrief.
It's going to be an entire apartment complex.
Tragedies.
A bunch of people are trying to get them back.
Like May's apartment explosion in Oak Cliff are a reminder of the promise firefighters make.
They take an oath to support and to defend.
As they have residents' backs, Dallas Firefighters Association's Chris Peterson is hoping the city has theirs.
We may go into a burning building one day, we may go on a hazmat call the next day.
Risk affecting their health. In the proposed Dallas budget, firefighters could see a change in health care coverage.
There has been some restrictions in what the benefits will be, what the coverages will be, and the city has hinted at the fact that the increase in premiums will be there,
leading to more out-of-pocket costs and possibly limiting the specialists they see.
The amount of specialists that you have to go through and go to in fighting cancer and fighting these issues that we have, be it a traumatic injury of some type.
Under the upcoming budget, firefighters would see part of the overall $69 million increase to public safety, which comes on the heels of contract negotiations. But Chris says when it comes to retention, you have to look at the full package, including health care.
It's going to affect recruiting. Guys are not going to want to come work for the city of Dallas.
Dallas Police Association took to Facebook in support.
If Dallas is truly competitive, prove it. Compare base pay to base pay, benefits to benefits, and total compensation to total compensation.
A fairness, they say, helps balance the risk.
It's peace of mind.
In Dallas, I'm Brittany Moncrief.
One of the state's biggest school districts is back in session. Dallas ISD returned to learn on Tuesday, and Dia Wall sat down one-on-one with the school superintendent about her goals for this new school year.
How you feeling? I'm feeling great. I'm excited about the new school year. I got the butterflies in my stomach, just like I always have since I was probably 4 years old, getting ready to go to school.
One of my favorite stories that kind of came out after last school year, I remember sitting here with you and we were talking about getting rid of phones in the classroom or in the school, on the campuses. When you see the result, what's the feeling for you?
They were beginning to lose touch with each other, and I think this provided an opportunity for them to not only discover or rediscover the love of real books and other media that are in our libraries, along with discovering each other.
Let's talk about the bond. Historic. What was that process like, getting it over the finish line? And what are the plans for those funds?
Well, it was a very intense process, and it was also one that brought our community together and allowed us to be really good listeners about what our community sees as the future of Dallas ISD. We're already embarking on some of those new projects. Samuel High School, it's going to be a little bumpy at the beginning, and then I have to just remind everyone, yes, and you're going to find yourself in a state-of-the-art high school in 2 years. And so being able to, we're going to have to move kids. They'll be over at Piedmont, and Piedmont students will be over at Thelma Richardson, and so we've got to do a little domino, but sometimes you got to make a few sacrifices so ultimately we can give the community what they so deserve.
A lot of state championships this year.
Hey, we rock and we own the Alamo Dome, and we expect to do that again, and we expect to own some additional areas. You know, we've done well in track, basketball, football, and our other extracurricular areas. We're improving in academic decathlon. We've expanded our extracurriculars from chess. We've even added mahjong. Our kids get to participate in all sorts of projects and extracurricular activities. And the reason I say that's so important, in Dallas ISD, we do educate the whole child. And it's not an either or. You can do both.
And those are your headlines from North Texas.